right, guys, it's Angelo Christian with another great edition of Real Estate Insider. Today, we're actually be talking about disputes and how they affect your credit, especially when you're trying to buy a home. And what I'm going to tell you is you may not be happy to hear this, but disputes actually do affect you when you're trying to buy a house. It does matter the type of accounts that you have in disputes, the type of loan that you're trying to get. If you're trying to get an FHA loan or a VA loan or a conventional loan or even a jumbo loan, disputes do matter. So the Fair Credit Reporting Act, FHA, USDA, the National Association of Mortgage Bankers caught on to this after the credit repair companies started to manipulate credit scores by putting accounts in dispute. They saw that when you actually put an account in dispute, it actually freezes the trade line and it makes the credit score go higher by not reporting the derogatory information. So today we have an illustration. I'm going to show you on an example of somebody's credit report that they didn't qualify to buy a house because they had too many accounts in dispute, and how we took those accounts out of dispute and were able to keep their credit score even go higher so they could qualify to buy the house as opposed to getting denied for the mortgage. Because if you have too many accounts in dispute, you will get denied for the mortgage, especially on an FHA loan. If you have, with FHA, one of the key takeaways here, if you have over $1,000 in non-medical accounts in dispute, you cannot use FHA automated approval. It's downgraded to a manual underwrite, where an actual underwriter has to physically underwrite your loan with more stringent requirements and higher interest rates and lower debt ratio tolerance. So the thing is that in this example illustration, if you're someone out there that has accounts in dispute because you're trying to get your credit score higher so you can buy a house, it's not going to work if you're trying to get an FHA loan or a USDA loan or even a conventional loan. The only time that it'll ever work is if you're a veteran and you're eligible for VA benefits and you're trying to get a VA loan. The VA will allow a veteran to keep accounts in dispute when trying to buy a house, but not for FHA, not for USDA, and not for conventional. So in this example, if you're someone out there that got denied by your lender or your bank or your mortgage broker, give me a call because I can help you to get your credit score even higher and get those accounts out of dispute so you can qualify to buy your house. But the key lesson is that if you have accounts in dispute, let's just say for an FHA loan and they're medical, it's fine. It's cool. You can keep the accounts in dispute. It doesn't matter what the balances are as long as they're medical. But if they're non-medical accounts, you cannot have those accounts in dispute over $1,000, okay? So in this example, the person has $18,000 in non-medical accounts that are in dispute, so they cannot get an FHA loan. They also have over 30 inquiries on their credit. We're going to take those non-medical accounts out of dispute, delete the inquiries, and help them to boost their credit score higher so they can actually qualify to buy the house. So while other banks are denying you and they can't help you because you have too many inquiries on your credit or you have accounts in dispute, I can help you to get you pre-approved to buy your house, whether it's FHA, USDA, conventional, or VA, it doesn't matter. I just want to show you in this demonstration how we do it, so it's proof in the pudding so you can see exactly how it's done. So, but the bottom line that I want to make sure that it's very clear that when you are trying to buy a house and you have accounts over $1,000 that are not medical, you cannot keep those accounts in dispute. All right? The bank will deny you, and you have to figure out a way on how to take those accounts out of dispute. And as you see here in the demonstration, what's going to happen when I take the accounts out of dispute, the credit score goes from 599 down to 567. Because what happens when you take accounts out of dispute, it unfreezes the credit report. So it shows all the derogatory information. It shows the late payments. So the score tanks. So then you're like, oh my God, well, what's the point then? Well, I'm going to show you what we do in the demonstration and how we can help you to buy your house and boost up your credit score so you can qualify to buy the house. Because the rule says that you can't have accounts in dispute over $1,000. But you can have accounts in dispute, but it has to be under 1,000. So in this example, we show you how to keep accounts in dispute and still qualify to buy your house so you can get what you want and own your home, and also help you to get your credit score even higher. So this is a great example because, again, the FHA, USDA, the banks have caught on to this. So if you're out there and you hired a credit repair company like Lexington Law or some company to go and help you with boosting up your credit, and they just threw all your stuff in dispute, and then you go and try to buy a house, and then you got denied because you have all your accounts in dispute, but then you're screwed. So then you're thinking, well, I paid this credit repair company all this money to boost up my credit, and all they did is put everything in dispute, and now I don't qualify to buy a house. Yeah, because they didn't do it the right way. See, with my company, we're the bank here. We help you to get you approved to buy your house, and we help you to boost up your credit for free. We offer a free VIP service to our clients. Whenever we approve you to buy your home, we also help you to boost up your credit score. And we do a credit action plan, a credit booster plan to help you to boost up your credit score. And we know what it takes to have you qualify to buy the house. So you're hiring a credit repair company. They don't know what it takes to have you qualify to buy a house. They throw everything in dispute, and then you can't get the mortgage. You can't get the home. It doesn't work like that. So if you're trying to buy a house and you're trying to get your credit fixed or get help with that, give me a call. I'm Angelo Christian. I've been doing this for 15 years. I've done almost over $1 billion now in lending all over the country, whether it's a VA loan, an FHA loan, a conventional loan, a jumbo loan, a commercial loan. We're an international commercial lender. Whether you're trying to buy an apartment complex, buy a hotel, buy a strip center, or you're trying to refinance, I can help you. It doesn't matter. Or reverse mortgage. We're also a reverse mortgage specialist. So I'd love to help you in any way that I can with any of your financial needs. And so you can click on the link below to get started, to get pre-approved and have us help you to get you into your home, or to help you with your commercial needs or your reverse mortgage. Or you can call me directly. That's the other thing, is you can work with me directly. My number is 832-431-6331. If you ever need help, you can call me there, and my team and I will help you to get you pre-approved and get you the funding that you need and deserve, and help you with your credit. You know, we work very hard on our network every single day to educate people, to empower them, to give them the knowledge that they need so they can succeed, so they can be put in a better financial decision. You know, the thing is that this is the thing, you see this all the time. People are wasting thousands of dollars on rent, and they don't know what to do. They got denied by their bank. They're paying their landlord every single month, but they can't get a house. I talk to people, thousands of people every single month in this type of situation. And it blows my mind that they can pay $1,500, $2,000, $2,500, $1,300 a month for rent, but no one will approve them to buy a house. And they make good income. They work hard. To me, that's insane. I want to help you to be able to have you get pre-approved so you can own your home, help you to boost up your credit score so you can live the life that you want and have a great life. And you deserve to own a home. You only live one life. You can't take the money with you. You deserve to have a nice house and have a great home for your family and something you can call your own. You don't want to make your landlord rich. You want to make yourself rich and invest in real estate. So I want you to check out this demonstration. We're going to jump into it right now. Watch the simulator, and I show you how we actually remove the accounts out of dispute, boost up the credit score. We get the credit inquiries deleted so they can qualify to buy the house, and that's the main thing. Guys, if you're out there and you're looking to get pre-approved, click on the link below to get signed up. Give me a call, 832-431-6331. I'm Angelo Christian. This is another great edition of Real Estate Insider. Please leave chats below. Give us a thumbs up. Share the information with your friends and family. We want to get this video to 1 million views so we can empower people, to educate them and show them how important that credit is, and how to use credit to your advantage so you can qualify to buy a house, so you can get lower interest rates, so you can get approved to buy your home, so you can get approved to buy your car. And please share the information. Follow us on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Facebook. Guys, I'm Angelo Christian. Have a great weekend. Safe. Call me if you need anything. I can help you with anything. I'm looking forward to helping you in any way that I can. Take care and peace out, guys. Bye. All right, so a couple things now. When you are trying to buy a house and you have disputes, it actually does matter, okay? The Fair Credit Reporting Act, National Association of Mortgage Bankers, they caught on to a lot of the tactics that credit repair companies use to manipulate credit scores. And so disputes actually do matter when you're buying a house, especially if you're doing an FHA loan or a USDA loan or even a conventional loan. And sometimes the only time it really disputes don't really matter is if you're doing a VA loan. And with the VA, they're more forgiving when a veteran is trying to buy a house. So a veteran can actually have accounts in dispute, and it doesn't really affect their qualification. All right. But for FHA, USDA, conventional, it does matter, and that's 60% of the marketplace. So the point that I want to illustrate here is how to handle and treat disputes. And so we're looking at an example of a credit report here. Somebody that it's an example illustration of a credit report, a 599 credit score. And you can see here, there's the score. This is with Experian. It shows that these accounts are in dispute, right? So the thing is that there's solutions and strategies around this to get the score up that I'm going to share with you today. So that way you guys can do the same thing with helping to boost up your credit score as well. So let's say that you're trying to get an FHA loan. Well, one of the FHA requirements is that your total accounts in dispute that are non-medical have to be under $1,000. So in order to qualify for an FHA loan and to avoid a manual underwrite. So that's for non-medical. So Midland Funding is not a medical account, so it's over $1,000. So we can't keep this account in dispute, because if you do, then they're not going to be able to do automated approval with FHA. This is not a medical account. That would have to be taken out of dispute. That would have to be taken out of dispute because that's not medical. This certainly isn't medical, and that would have to be taken out of dispute, because if it stays in dispute, they won't be able to do an FHA loan, because as you can see, they have over $18,000 in accounts that are in dispute, and that's a no-no for FHA. So if I remove these disputes, if I remove them, the chances are maybe the credit score could go down because we're taking the accounts out of dispute. So we're going to try that and see what happens when we actually take the account, see how the score starts to go down when we remove the accounts out of dispute. So let's go ahead and we'll take this one out of dispute too. Take that one out of dispute. And because what happens is, you got to remember, when you're putting something in a dispute, it's freezing the trade line so it doesn't report. And that's the whole game behind it, is that if I put it in dispute, then you won't report on me, then my score will falsely manipulated to go up higher. So you have to figure out a way around that if you are trying to buy a house. So the thing that we want to do, as you can see, that if we're taking all these accounts out of dispute, that the score is going to drop. It's going from 599 now all the way down to, let's see what happens here. So score goes down to 567. So wow, you're like, hey, Angelo, I thought my score is supposed to go up. Well, we are going to end up getting there. I'm going to show you how we're going to do it. But the first thing to know is that when you're trying to buy a house or refinance or whatever, and you're going with an FHA loan, that you have to have your non-medical accounts under $1,000. So the strategy here is to go ahead, and I'll show you what we're going to do. We're going to pay that one down to $10. I'm not going to put it in dispute. We can, but then that's going to just delete it. So I don't want to do that. And that's this one right here is an open revolving account, so I want to leave that opened. So we're going to pay that down to $10. All right, see, now the score is going to go up. See that? And then what we're going to do here is we're going to pay this. We're going to settle this collection here for 30 to 40 cents on the dollar. They're not going to have to pay $1,056 to pay it off. They're just going to settle for 30 to 40 cents on the dollar. Then it'll show a zero balance, and then I'm going to come back and dispute it afterwards. That's the trick that I've learned to help people to boost up their credit score. And so by doing this, it'll help to boost up their credit score drastically afterwards. So now we can come back in and go ahead and dispute, and then go ahead and dispute the account. Okay. And this way, then they'd be able to qualify to be able to purchase their home. And you see that the analyzer is analyzing, it's running it. And they're going to see what we can do to get the score up higher. And then the other thing that I'm going to do is, see, these are paid as agreed, these are paid as agreed. This right here, we're going to leave this charge off. It's a charge off, so that's okay. Remember, charge offs are okay when you're buying a house, but I've taken the account out of dispute. Now, right now with the 601 credit score, that can qualify to buy a house with FHA with us. I'm going to go through here and analyze the rest of the report to see what else is on here, to see if there's anything else that we can do on their score. So all these accounts are closed. These are late payments. So what I can do is, another idea is, if I want to come and put these late payments, there's a few different things you could do. You could contact the creditor and see if they'll show that have it paid as agreed. Remove the late payments. If they do, the score will go up. I would contact the creditor, ask them to see if they can remove the late payments and send us a letter showing that the accounts are paid as agreed, and that can help to get the score up. So as you can see, what I'm doing here, showing paid as agreed. So we're going to keep going through here to see what we can do to actually get the credit score even higher. But the thing that I want to show you is that prior to this person applying for a loan, would not have been able to get approved to buy a house with all these accounts in dispute. So now they can qualify to buy a house with FHA and be able to purchase their home, because now they don't have any accounts in dispute over $1,000. So that's the strategy behind this. And the other thing is that if we want to, we can also look further on how to even get their score up higher while we're here. So let's take a look and see if they have, as far as scrolling down here, I'm going to scroll down. Okay. Okay. All right. So this might be a good idea to put this in dispute. The other thing is that if we look at inquiries, look at all the inquiries. We can get all these inquiries deleted, and that will help to boost up their score. This person, and this is an example situation, but they have over 20 inquiries. So we'll delete those inquiries, and I'll show you kind of what happens if you can delete the inquiries. That will help to potentially get the score up even higher. So we can get those inquiries deleted, and that will help to boost up the credit score even more in a lot of cases. So we can come in here and get these inquiries deleted, because a lot of inquiries will affect the actual credit score. So that's if you want to print it, but we don't need to do that. So if you come in here and you delete the inquiries, we can get them all deleted like that. But right now, we've taken a person that didn't qualify to buy a house, and now they can qualify to purchase their home. Another thing that would be really smart to do potentially is this charge-off might be hurting them. So we could settle this charge-off. It's 6 years old, and that might help to also boost up their credit score. If we could settle it for $100 or $200, and then come in and get it deleted, we can take a look and see. Let's come in and delete this charge-off now and dispute it now that it's zeroed out. So we'll run in and see. All right. So what we've done here, the bottom line that I want you guys to see, is we've deleted inquiries. We've taken accounts out of dispute to have this person qualify to buy their house. That's the takeaway from this. The lesson is that inquiries do affect you, especially if they're excessive, and they will lower your credit score. And disputes, in some cases, will hurt you and can affect you. Now this person is able to get approved to be able to purchase their home. So I hope that this was a good illustration for you guys to see how we can actually take accounts out of dispute so you guys can qualify to be able to buy your home. Thank you so much for checking this out. All right, bye-bye.